Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is night three hey, of the 12 days of Christmas here from the Disc Jockey News. Thank you for joining us tonight. I've got the one and only MJ with me tonight, as well as the man who writes for the part-time DJ, Dan Carpenter, is with us. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, Governor.
Oh, man, we've had 2 great nights giving away prizes. We are up to night 3. We've got, my math skills are going to come. We have 9 remaining nights after tonight. We've got more stuff going out. This is awesome. Incredibly awesome.
So much to say. I don't even know.
Sorry, I started playing the feed and I was hearing a very weird commercial in the background. So I'm good now.
Have you got to shut that mic or the
feed off?
Feed up.
Yeah, I'm good now. We're good
now.
I'm good now, I think.
So you know how to operate one of those internet thingies?
No.
Dean's got one of them Air Fandango computer thingies.
It's a fancy thing. Look at those lights.
Your parents get you a pooter for Christmas. That was from a movie, so you have to.
Oh, see, now I thought this was Sunday afternoon in Minnesota, but anyway.
Wow.
I mean, that's like sitting at a table after lunch.
What did I miss here?
Well, the fancy stuff. You bring that fancy stuff to the table.
Oh wow!
The Mayberry.
See, it's not just in the South.
It isn't. It's all over. We can have a little hick in all of us. It's an awesome thing.
Stupid is national.
It's great.
But then again, you're talking to a guy that grew up on a 200-acre farm, so
that's true. Your farm was a little larger than one that I grew up on. Mine was a little bit smaller, and I spent most of my time fishing whilst I should have been farming. But that's another story for another day.
Are we all farmers here? Former farmers?
Former. Yep.
Wow.
I think we are.
I was for only for the first 19 years of my life, and then I'm a city boy after that.
And I think we're all education majors.
Yeah.
Education degree. Yep.
Yep. So we all have that, and we DJ.
I spent we talked about that one day. I spent lots of time and money to not use the paper. No, I don't remember what I said. I spent a lot of time and money to get a piece of paper that I don't even have hanging up in my house.
Yeah,
I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere in a closet, somewhere tucked in a box, I'm sure.
He knows where the Woodstock pin is, but he does not know.
I did find that the other night, the Woodstock pin, yes.
But he doesn't know where his diploma from college is, his teaching certificate. Okay, tonight we're going to be giving away a pin spot, the UltraPin from Eternal Lighting. Now, this is a really cool light we're going to be giving away tonight because it's the light and the remote. But this is the UltraPin series from Eternal Lighting. It's something, if you are getting into pin spotting cake tables or flowers or different things at weddings or even corporate events, this is definitely a light that's going to be something that's going to become one of your favorite lights. Really, I've seen this at a variety of different shows, and the guys from Eternal really have put a lot of thought and design into this fixture. And whoever wins tonight is really going to be walking away with something that's going to be. And I hate to say what this is going to be. It's like a starter drug. You're going to get this light, you're going to love this light, and you're going to want more of them.
Yes, sir. I got some lights in the back of the truck.
Exactly. I mean,
there's some lights that say they're little pin spots.
That's exactly what it is, man. It's just like,
and again, we offend more people.
Yeah,
you just got a couple going. Ooh, I want some now.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, so we're going to be getting to that tonight. That's in our drawing for tonight. But we've got more products, of course, that are going to be coming up. And tomorrow night show, which is night 4, we're going to be doing the illuminated facade from Omni System. We've talked about that an awful lot. It's going to be a cool addition to anyone's show. Going to clean up the front of your gear. You're not going to look like this corded mess. Nice black facade, LED lights, color changing. If you really don't, you really want to take it a little farther, you can go and you can put it up in your bedroom so you can sit there and just all night long. It's going to be awesome.
I would use it as a blanket.
You probably could. Take the. Let's see. What's now? So
Dreams of Disco. No,
that'll be Friday night. Now we'll be doing Omni System tomorrow night. It's Saturday night. We're off. Then Sunday night, MJ, what are we coming back with?
Oh, we're on Sundays. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we're going to come back Sunday night.
Oh, so that would make us do the Easy Pin Pack Spotlight package from Chauvet DJ. So
Nice.
you're gonna make me work on a Sunday.
I am.
And it's probably right when The Simpsons are on too.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
it's 9. It's 9 Eastern. Aren't they 8?
Yeah, I think they're 8 o'clock.
So it's
You're okay.
salvageable.
You're okay.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Hi, everybody.
We don't want to interfere with that. Let's see, Dan. Next Monday night, what are we going to be talking about? You got the list in front of you there?
Yeah, I do. We've got an ADJ Mega Tripart Profile Pack as well as an uplighting package. So nice little starter pack to get you really into that.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome prize because I've got, of course, a lot of you have seen my videos on the 5P from ADJ. Great little lights. They can be used, of course, as an uplighting, or and this is very similar where you can use it as the uplighting, or you can use it as a dance floor flood. So it's really kind of a multi-purpose light, or you can use it to just like go shine on the side of your house for Christmas. It'll be awesome. Maybe not.
Just
in
make sure
Minnesota.
it's not going to snow because I don't think they're the UPL.
They aren't. If you're in Minnesota with me, you can't.
You got to do a disclaimer because the last thing we do is give this to somebody and then we get mad.
That's true. That's true.
My house burnt down at Christmas time because your lights done caught it on fire.
Yeah.
It set my goat on fire. My goat ran in the house, and then the house caught on fire.
Hey, little Shermie's never being the same.
You cannot change. You're going to be that voice the whole night. Okay.
Let's see.
I was trying to do Cletus from The Simpsons since I was doing all the other Simpsons characters.
Cletus from The Simpsons.
He's the redneck, or as they say, the slack-jaw yokel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now that I got it.
I done got a possum for a sister.
Oh. Let's see. So then that's Monday night. Tuesday night, we'll be giving away. Oh, we've got another music subscription going up from Prime Cuts. This is 12 months of music, clean music for your DJ system for 12 months from Prime Cuts. Definitely something. If you are not getting a music service, you need to check out one of the 3 that are our sponsors for the 12 days. Any one of them do an awesome job. But if you get lucky, you can get your year's worth of music right there, which will be an awesome win. Let's see. What do you got next?
Download of the month right there. The whole year, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, exactly. Next year, they could still be telling us how awesome it is. Next, what do we got, MJ?
Next is from DJ Event Planner, and if you don't know what that is, it's a really great planning service for your business, and it can be anything. If you're a DJ, if you're, you do maybe just lighting for companies. I have a friend here in Pittsburgh that does just photo booths, and it can be a way to track and all the things you need to worry about on the business side of events. And you are getting an iPad Mini from them. So DJ Event Planner is giving us an iPad Mini 4,
which does have the 1/8-inch jack for those of you who have been following the whole iPhone thing. Just want to get that out there. It does have it.
If I get one that doesn't have it, I'm going to drill a hole and put one in myself.
You were the one. Wait a minute. You were the one the other day that was saying that you were for this change.
No, I just said that I would adapt better than I actually at first thought I would because I do use Bluetooth on a lot. So.
And I will say, if you drill it, it won't be thick enough. That's the problem. It's also they can shave a millimeter off of the thickness.
I'll duct tape one to the back then.
Yeah, they aren't that thick. I mean, this has got an otter case on it, and that's even still thin. As Mike Dussault had mentioned in one of his posts, when the first phones came out and they were like that thick and you couldn't fit them in a pocket, made sense. Not so much anymore. But anyway, I digress. Let's see. Dan, what's after Event Planner? What do we got?
Then we go to Den and DJ, and they've got the MC4000, so the new controller that everybody's been kind of starting to talk about. Got a lot of hype back in NAMM. MJ got his hands on it, and if he doesn't use it to beat somebody with, I think we'll get a good review out of him from.
I decided that since the holidays are over, it's time to put up the Christmas standing behind me.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that is the MC4000 we're looking at in the back over MJ's shoulder there.
If you don't have it hooked up to a computer, it goes through that boot process over and over. And I thought, I now have a Christmas Denon.
It's not a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas Denon.
Put a star on top and it'll be good.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Night 10, which would be, let's work backwards. That would be, that must be next Friday night. Next Friday night.
I'm glad you could track these things.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's next Friday night. But anyway, after night 9 is night 10. And night 10 is going to be from promo only. We are going to be doing the music videos. You're going to be able to go and select from 15 of their specialty DVDs. And you're going to be able to basically compile enough music videos from that. You get a few of those different. You're going to be a video DJ after next Friday night if you win. Just like that. Magic.
Boom.
We had sound effects last night. Tonight we don't have sound effects. So
We
we wanted
have
to
sound effects, yeah, because wasn't happy with the microphone, and I'm still trying to develop this whole system so we can do these multiple things live that you guys see. We do it just in case you don't know, and this is an advertisement before we go on to the next thing. We do this every single Monday night live. We do a Monday night chat with all kinds of DJs and all kinds of fun topics, and there's even talk of there being two different shows, like a show and an after show. But that's what we're trying to develop all this with the different cameras and sounds, and we want to make it just like a TV show, just for you guys to join in and chat with us. And if you're here tonight, feel free to go to the YouTube where the video is in case you're not watching it somewhere else and chat with us. If you're on a device, you probably have to do a pop-up or drop down to join the chat, but please join in.
Yeah, exactly. The chat pops up on the right side and you can go and ask questions. You can follow a question because there's a lot of, not only connected to what we're talking about, but there's many times where people are answering questions that are posted in there before we even get a chance to get to those. But Ian, we will talk about the green Skittles because green Skittles are delicious. Just saying.
I'm more preference to the red ones.
Am I the only person that doesn't segregate? Okay. They're all tasty to me.
When you
how do you mix flavors?
Oh, that's what life's about. Just we're the melting pot of everything.
You were one of those kids who at the soda machine would take and put the cups under every single one and make the suicide drink, weren't you?
This is no joke. I'm not joking. You say that is that because a lot of people know I don't drink alcohol because I act stupid enough without it. But all the clubs know that my drink, and we've nicknamed it, we call it the bipolar. And what it is no, I'm serious. It's half Sprite, half cranberry juice. That's it. So the Sprite is all bubbly and sugary and fizzy, and the cranberry juice is dark and tart, and that's why we call it the
bipolar.
Bipolar. But that's why when you're saying about mixing drinks, I walk in Saturday night. I walked in and one of the bartenders says, here you go. Before I even hooked anything up, he's like, here you go. All right, awesome.
It's like a messed up Shirley Temple.
Actually, I was corrected by a bartender once, and they said no, it's a cranberry spritzer. He said it's a fruit spritzer. I'm like, no, it's a bipolar.
It's a bipolar. About that, it just sounds more manly.
Just call it the MJ.
I got a spritzer. He looks so fine.
That's even more girly than an Appletini, I think.
So wait a minute. So we've got a fruit spritzer. We've got you play with dolls.
I will punch you in your bald head, son. I will pimp slap your mama. I will.
Right through this. Don't make me come through this.
I'm warming it up.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a derailment.
Yeah, it could be.
We just haven't got through all the gifts yet.
I'm just keeping track of the chat to make sure that Chili's not getting himself in trouble. We're good.
Keep in mind, Chili is logged on with two different accounts, so he's
is he arguing with himself from one to the other? No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't.
That's what he's doing. He's talking to himself.
Let's see. We are up to Sunday. This would be Sunday, December 13th. We'll be back on a Sunday. We're going to skip the Saturday because Saturday the 12th. Truthfully, it's going to be date night for my wife and myself, so that's why there won't be a show. Guys, MJ's working, everyone's working. Sunday we'll be back, and we're going to be giving away some really cool moving head fixtures from Blizzard Lighting. The laser blade, the G's, and a little G. And we got Nick Harris and I got to spend a little time looking at the little laser blade. It's a tiny little moving head laser light, but the brightness and the clarity and everything and the way it's just really cool. And you guys whoever wins this one's going to be really, really excited because you're going to have two awesome looking little lasers. And then you get two additional lights, which MJ, you got to see the little G's.
Because moving lights, every company has them. So sometimes it's easy to get stuff lost in there. I'm not saying that those aren't a good product. The G's aren't a good product, but they tend to get lost. But they have the little G's, and that's, compact, small, but yet I swear they were just as bright. And that was the thing that kind of impressed me. I was like, that compares for half the size. So not half the size, but smaller. So
they had those in Atlantic City, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you get to see them there at the show.
Yeah.
And then Monday, December 14th at 8 p.m. Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, you will be at your chance to win the Electro-Voice EKX 12P, a pair of those that'll rock your DJ system.
That was me doing crowd noises.
It was good. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for that. Dan, and in Atlantic City, you got to go in and listen to some of the EV speakers at the show this year, didn't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. It was I was really glad that you did that and had the room set aside, because you really got to see just the whole setup from beginning to top. In fact, it was listening to them which got me to buy 2 of the 12Ps myself. So the ones we're giving away Monday night, I have a pair of, and yeah, they're awesome.
Okay, let me ask you the question. And I've had people asking, can they do a small event by themselves, like for a 100-person event?
Yeah, I actually, there's some tweaking I feel that you need to do if you're running them flat. Like for example, I have another system that I typically was using that I brought these in, and I was doing a small event, real small room, perfect for 100 people, and was playing and didn't have any sub, didn't have anything there, and it felt like it was just a little flat on that side, but I didn't do any tweaking. Like you can tweak the treble, you can tweak the mid, you can tweak the bass on the speaker itself. So I was running them flat, so I think that's why they sounded that way. That was me being, a little bit more specific. Plus, I also will say all year I had been running a sub, so I'm not 100% sure it wasn't. I'm used to having a sub,
right?
There, or if it was just a straight. But running for a ceremony, I've used them a couple times for that. Cocktail hours, no issues whatsoever. Even the dance, I think if I had tweaked it, I wouldn't have had any issue whatsoever. I was very impressed, and the clarity. Oh my gosh, that was right there. What really set it up for an impressive thing. And when I was in the room, just as a side note to this, when I was in the room, I asked them to play just the tops and not have a sub, because I kind of wanted to hear that. And I didn't hear the same type of sound that I got out. That's why I said with the tweaking, I think would improve that to, yeah, absolutely. Small 100. I would even say maybe, I don't know, maybe pushing this a little bit. I might even say up to 150, right? Depending upon your room layout, obviously, depending upon your angle and stuff like that. And I think you get to a room with 150 without too much problem.
Yeah. I think I would agree. I think, depending upon the show, but they're a great little speaker, sound quality. I just love the clarity, the microphone. I've got the headroom to, music, and then I can come up above. Just really very happy with that. Plus, not only will you get the speakers, but you'll get a free pass to Mobile Beat 2016, Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2016, where you can come down and get to hear EV putting on the big show there. They're going to be doing sound on the main stage again this year. You're going to be able to come in and hear some major production EVs, the ETX most likely. Of course, they might do EKX. We don't know, but they're going to be making that stage sound like $1 million, and you're going to get to go and listen to it. That'll be awesome. Yay! Okay. So before we go any farther, guys, I want to run our little I'm going to run our little spot here. So these are the sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Please, when you get a chance and you run into any of the sponsors from the 12 Days of Christmas, show them a little bit of love, because this is something that they are doing to be part of this and help to have the excitement of this. And it's going really, really well. We're getting a lot of people signing up. We want to get more people signed up so we can really show them that, hey, this is a success, so that in 2016 this can be bigger. So we're going to run the little commercial with the sponsors. And again, when you see the different companies, show them some love.
Disc Jockey News is celebrating the 12 Days of Christmas with 12 amazing prizes you could win. Prizes include 10 free stock digital gobos from Projectogram, 6 months online music download service from Top Hits USA, an UltraPin spotlight and remote from Eternal Lighting, an illuminated DJ facade from Omni Systems, an easy pin pack spotlight package from Chauvet DJ, a Mega Tripar Plus pack uplighting package from ADJ, 12 months online music download service from Prime Cuts, an iPad Mini 4 from DJ Event Planner, an MC4000 DJ controller from Den and DJ, 15 specialty video DVDs or drag and drop discs from Promo Only, 2 Laser Blade Gs and 2 Little Gs from Blizzard Lighting, and 2 EV EKX 12 tops, plus a free pass to hear EV live at Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2016. To sign up, stop by DiscJockeyNews.com 12 days, and all prizes will be delivered in time for Christmas to be put under the tree. Best of luck, everyone. Holy cow, the voice on that guy doing the commercial.
Isn't that incredible? Awesome. I mean, it's kind of chills.
So much classier than that Cletus guy.
I don't know. Cletus is, he's pretty cool too.
These guys can win one of their speakers.
Okay, so we pulled before tonight's show. We pulled the list of all of those of you who've signed up and registered for that. We got a ton of people on that. So yay, thank you guys for signing up. And again, if you could share the link, we'd appreciate it. That's what this is being really weighed on from our sponsors. So I pulled a list, and now we're going to do the number generator. This is a random number generator going from the first entry all the way to the bottom one.
Yeah, Dan, you can be the drum roll tonight.
Comes up as 1062 is the number. So now we go
That's
over.
That's a lot of scrolling right there.
It is. Now we're going.
He has to go down. He's scrolling down the list as we're speaking to get to 1,000.
Okay.
25, 50, 100.
And I'll back up. Okay, so 1062 is.
Now the drum roll.
Drum roll. Bailey Powell. Bailey Powell is from, oh boy, Ankeny, Iowa? Ankeny. Ankeny, Iowa. Now, I happen to know who Bailey is. I believe this is Andy Powell's daughter. Andy Powell, Cubby Powell, which a lot of you may know, has been in the industry for a long time, been around and such. I think this is because this has got to be Bailey. Bailey, you are the winner tonight. Congratulations! You have got yourself I'm kind of want to get the actual name of it. I'm looking at the wrong side here.
UltraPin.
UltraPin. I was looking at that.
You win an UltraPin spotlight and remote from Eternal Lighting.
That's right, Bailey. So we will get your information over to the Eternal Lighting folks, and they will get that sent out to you. So congratulations, Bailey. For those of you who are in, you're still in the contest for the rest of the time and such. So you guys can do that. And somebody again asked this afternoon. They said, "Hey, can I register again?" The system is designed that your email can only be registered once. So I'll leave that there. You guys can take it from there. But Bailey's our big winner for tonight. So if you guys are wondering what the other winners were, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can go and check that out. And you'll be able to just go back a couple of nights because we have them all labeled as 12 Days of Christmas. So you can just search that on our channel and you'll be able to find, because we had Mike night one and Tyler and now Bailey. So yay, great. Congratulations. So, guys, I wanted to talk tonight. We've been kind of going through and just having some different chats about music and different things this week, which has been we've had a great time with that. But MJ, you mentioned last night about playing some older music and dropping in some of those classic tunes. And you specifically mentioned that you play a mix.
Like older stuff like Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Exactly. Really old. But I want to go older than that. We'll go back. But you mentioned like September, that you will, at some of your events, you'll drop in a song like September and you have a...
I thought you were going to talk about the month. That was only a couple months ago.
No.
No. I'll shut up now. Mute me and then you can get your sentence in.
Exactly. I'll get it eventually. But I wanted to talk about, that we experienced most of that 80s music and such the first time it came through. And even we kind of caught the tail end of some of that 70s music, maybe. That was, we were pretty young at that time. But there's a lot of that music that we heard, and it was something that, we may bring into our dance floor. Maybe we used to bring those into our dance floor. I wanted to just talk about, some of those forgotten hits that we can still surprise our dance floor with today, or something that we've worked in when we were doing clubs, that we'd work in. So, MJ, you mentioned September. For those who didn't get to hear it last night, tell us a little bit about that.
I was waiting. Is there a question with it?
Yeah, no, I want to.
I've decided on the chat tonight that I'm not going to type anything. I'm going to communicate via emoji for the rest of them.
Was that a birthday cake?
I don't even know. Cake. That's an old
One's a crown, I think.
That was for the winner. That was for the person who won.
Oh,
okay. Follow along. Seriously. That's all right. Go ahead. But we're talking about older songs.
Yeah, older songs.
There are ones that, like I said, in the industry, what we do a lot of times, and they're called redrums for those of you who don't know. Pretty much everybody knows what a redrum is. I'll take an older song and add a beat to it to make it kind of sound fresher, I guess. And I liked him because I feel that, like, especially for like the wedding guys, you can get two different crowds with an older song that's got a redrum because it has a funky beat that the younger people go, "Oh, this isn't that old song. It's a nice version of it." And then the older people go, "Oh, this is that song from when I was 15 or whatever." But there's a lot of them, especially depending on what genres are in and out, that you can bring back easily because BPMs fit. And if you get a redrum and a BPM, you can drop stuff in. Like I was telling last night, the two that I do a lot is September and Brick House, because I have two really cool remixes. The Brick House one, it's even got stuttering in it and, all kinds of stuff like that. The Jump On It song that, everybody knows it from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I have a remix of that they kind of brought it a little bit more forward and eliminate everything but that jump on it, and then do this funky thing in between it and go right back to the chorus and then do this funky thing. So it keeps it really upbeat. And those are ones that you can drop in. This is one I started doing a couple years ago, and I do it mainly when I do video DJing. Is that, I don't know if you remember a while back that Justin Timberlake did a thing on late night show host, Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
And they did the top rap songs.
Yeah, yep.
And when they did the Biz Marquis Say She's Just a Friend, I take that video of them singing that, and then I'll drop that on video nights. So it's, instead of being the whole song, it's just them doing it live with their crowd singing it, and then the whole crowd, people who are there, look up and see it, and they remember watching it a couple weeks ago, but yet it's an older song, and you play that alone only, and then break out of that as soon as they're done. So little things like that you can really, I was saying, because Z-Trip is a really, really popular DJ. If you guys don't know him, incredibly talented, was talking about that he does a lot of that. He'll bring older songs back every once in a while, and he says it's because of like the iPod Shuffle, the shuffle mode, or even like the Bob FM, where it's, you don't necessarily stay with the genre. And he says you can really do well if you get creative with that. And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Now, Dan, when you were back in the club days, when you were doing that, that would have been early 2000s?
Pretty much all 2000s. From, I guess, started in 2001 and went up right up until 2010 when I finally said enough's enough.
So now in that genre, of course, or during that time frame, there wasn't a ton of, or they were getting back into some actual dancey music and such. So we were busy pulling things, from going back, 10 years and such. What were some of the things that you were pulling from that older stuff and working into your sets?
A lot of times, I mean, it was kind of weird. I mean, I don't know if these are hidden secrets of any way, shape, or form with that, but obviously a Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody was huge and still tends to be huge. There was a remix I picked up with, I want to say with the Lady Gaga. Something kind of put the two of them together, and it was kind of just, it was neat. It was something that was different. It kind of put the two together at the time that she was really popular. And then from there, I would do a lot of Run DMC stuff, pulling a lot of the old school. A lot of times it was more of a college type of bar with a dance floor than it was an actual club. So a lot of times your sing-along type ones would really get some hits. Sweet Caroline, was kind of weird. Fortunately, it wasn't the Neil Diamond one. Nothing against that, but in a bar scene, that just
look for a redrum of that, because I have a redrum video edit, and I think it's either DJ Eazy-E or Larry D, and I think it's Larry D. They're two of my favorite video guys that do remixes of songs but do the video along with them, and they're really good. They don't take the edit so far out it's unusual. They keep it close. And there's one of that one that, you, like you said, the college bar things, you can get away with a lot more, and that is a great one for the college bar. So
definitely. And then you got Bon Jovi, you've got AC/DC. I mean it was one of those things where really I like, they're definitely not hidden secrets, but if you're in one of those where you're like, oh, I hadn't thought about that for a while, it was something I could just throw in without even thinking about it. I mentioned in the chat last night, this was something I did. I lived down south, and where it was where I really got started with my club stuff, and I had a mix that drove a programmer nuts. But I was like, look at my dance floor, and you'll understand why I pull this off. I would go from Ludacris' Southern Hospitality into Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama into Ice Cube, You Can Do It.
I have a mashup.
Insane.
I have a mashup of Leonard Skinner and Nelly, and it's called, instead of Sweet Home Alabama and Country Grammar, it's called Sweet Home Country Grammar.
Yeah, I think I've got the same one. Yeah,
all the time, and people that they start, and that's another double crowder.
Definitely.
So MJ, you mentioned redrum a little bit earlier. Now, have you found a song and actually made one of those? Because I know you've done some remixing and such. So you've actually created some on your own.
I did. One of the ones that I think kind of jumped out, and I kind of get creative. I did one for what was the one just out? Cheerleader. Because I originally wanted to pull out the saxophone part because I felt it was just too boring and long. So started with pulling out the saxophone part, and I'm like, no, I want to do a redrum. I don't want it to be this. And I did a redrum of I Woke Up in a Bugatti. I did a redrum of that. Stuff, anything like that doesn't, I feel that is too so like Trap Queen. Just to bring it up just a little. And we were talking about, John got to hear it, the version that I do of Adele's new song, Hello. And that's basically a slow dance song. The one I have, I can, it's not a club banger, which they do make club bangers of it, but the one I have is just enough of a redrum. I'm bringing it up that I can play it at a bar and people go, oh, Adele, yay. But, so there's lots of things like that. I've done quite a few from way back in the days. So, yeah.
I like what you've done. Well, I like what you're talking about with the redrum too, because one of the things that I've always, when I picked up redrums, I'm like, oh, this song doesn't really have a good flow to it. So I grabbed the redrum as an effort just to kind of have something I can mix with or have something that I can dance with. But I like what you're talking about, where it's taking that old song and making it new, just because that's really
right
what helps more than anything.
If you're watching the chat, Chili's making fun of me because if there's anybody old enough to remember who Lawrence Welk is, you have to look it up. It's really, he's an entertainer from started in the 40s and 50s and the 60s. But his ending song to his show, I did a redrum of it a few years ago to play as the end of the night song. And for those in the club, we have this thing called the Get the F Out song. And it's a song so terrible that you don't want people to stick around. And I did the redrum of the Good Night song from the Lawrence Welk show. And people are actually liking it. I get people dancing to it, and I'm like, no, we're trying to get you to pay your tab and leave.
Get that.
I actually played one. It was my closing every week, and it was Red Peters, the closing song, and the lyrics basically of what you just said is pretty much the gist of the entire song.
Yeah.
And people. I mean, it's got like this jazzy type of thing, and they're sitting there dancing around. I'm like,
yeah,
come on, just
that's not the intent.
Go.
See, I think for the longest time in the club, the manager, which I and the manager got along really well, and he was a huge Bodine's fan. So we would use a variation of a Bodine's song as our closing song. And the only thing is that, typically when I nowadays, if I'm doing a slow song or a song at the end, after I'm done, to just kind of have some noise in the background, I'll bring the volume down. Well, his idea was the opposite. He wanted the volume actually to go up because he wanted the Bodine song, which was nothing you could dance to, nothing you could do anything to except to be loud and obnoxious, because that was his time.
Wow, I don't even know that song.
Yeah, the Bodines, it's a group out of, I think, somewhere and maybe somebody in the chat will know where the Bodines are out of, but I think they're somewhere in that Illinois area, Chicago area. Maybe they came out of that.
Are they a local band, you're saying?
I'm thinking maybe out of Chicago, but they were.
Oh. No, they were. I mean, they were never like top of the charts type of things, but they had some chart.
Yeah, they had a couple. Yeah, they had a couple. I don't remember exactly. I couldn't tell you because the one he liked was not an album. Or it was on the disc, but it wasn't a main top 40. So I got to know all of their songs, but couldn't tell you beyond Still the Night what the rest of them were.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, you're not missing too terribly much, unless your bar manager who hires you and writes your checks out is a big fan.
If clues
You're
were
from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Up there in Wisconsin.
There we go.
Wisconsin.
Zach. Thank you,
we got
Zach.
Some cheddar cheese and some cars.
Yep. Zach is in there.
No laughter with that one, yeah.
Yeah, he's got her. So cool. Now, another direction I wanted to talk about a little bit is did you guys have the problem when we were first starting out and we were buying our music? And I know, MJ, you talked about you were buying 12-inch singles and CD singles and different things like that. Did you have a problem where there were some really popular songs that you would have loved to have in your repertoire, but you couldn't find them early on in what we were doing? And how
right now I have a problem, and I can say that, and I'm not talking about my normal problems that most people think I have and need to get help about, is finding, feel free to laugh, enter laugh here, is finding clean remixes soon as they come out. So I don't want just the radio edit of something that comes out. I want the remix of the radio edit that's clean. And I have so much trouble finding that. And that's where a lot of my redrums come. That's like, I can't get what I want, so I'm just going to have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Same. The latest one was Macklemore's Downtown. I wanted that, and I could not find what I wanted with that, where it was a slight remix clean.
Yeah.
So I fight with that. But I don't know. You had to hunt back then. It was a physical hunt to hunt for things. Now it's a digital hunt.
Yeah.
And if I can't find it, like our friend RTG found me a redrum of 5 seconds. It was the one that 4 or 5 seconds.
Mhm.
It came out a while back, and I wanted one of that, and he found it for me like right away. So that's the thing. If I can't find it, I'll go to him or somebody else, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw it on this board. Somebody posted on this chat board." And did I answer your question? Because I feel tonight I'm not answering questions. I feel I should just speak. I should figure out how to speak here via emojis.
You get the emojis. Hey,
Might understand you more.
you made a good point though, that when we early in the day, we had to go, it was a physical search, and I think back, one of the songs that we spent, there's just a few songs that you just couldn't find early on. One of the songs that we couldn't find for the longest time was Joan Jett's "I Love Rock and Roll." It was not available on CD for the longest time. You just couldn't find it. You could find it on tape, you could find it, and as soon as it came out on Wayne's World, was one of the first times that a lot of DJs were able to get that "I Love Rock and Roll." Another song that I Don't Want to Work, Todd Rundgren song,
Bang on the Drum All
Bang
Day.
on the Drum All Day. That was a song that actually was kind of interesting because we had heard it when we were, it came out, but it was like didn't get much airplay. And when we first started DJing in this area, that was one of our signature songs because we ended up ordering the thing from the UK. And at that time, ordering from UK was like completely unheard of, but we had a connection. So we had this song and we were playing it at every little bar that we were playing here. And it was interesting, about 9 months after we were playing it, it turns up as the 5 o'clock song on one of the local top 40 radio stations because people were asking for that song enough, and it became part of their repertoire. But the search for some of those songs was just crazy back then.
You had to go to stores. I don't know if you guys had any record stores and used record stores in your area. That was the big thing here. We had 2 or 3 of them, and you would just go in and dig for hours. And actually, one of them here in Pittsburgh, Jerry's, is the largest and longest, I think it's longest running record store in the world or the country or something. And once a year, he literally has record giveaways. So where you get a box, you come in, and there's just boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of records. Pick one up and go. It's a hit or miss, whatever's in there, but they're all free. Take them. So he has a lot.
Wow.
But that's what I used to do. There was a couple. There was a Dave's Used Records in Oakland here in Pittsburgh that I used to go to, and I would plan on spending the whole day there. I would go up, 10 a.m., hunt for a while, go grab bite to eat, come back and hunt for a while, grab dinner, and then after the 5 o'clock traffic left, I left and went home.
Interesting. That's something, unfortunately, I've never been able to experience, is that, when the guys are talking about going in crate diving and such, and, I've seen Brian Red and the guys when they're doing that, and it's like, that just doesn't exist. I'm sure in Minneapolis and St. Paul area, they had some record shops, and they still do. I know a couple of them, but it just never was part of it. That we had to go. The closest I would go is, to either the Best Buy or Music Land, whatever they were, which became Sam Goody or whatever they are now, and they're gone. But Dan, how about yourself? What was your way of finding music when you were first starting out?
Well, when I got started, for the most part, the club that I played in provided everything. They provided the CD players. It was a subscription service from a company out of Houston. So we weren't really supposed to bring anything in. And so getting started, I did the illegal thing, and I copied the CDs that were in the drawer and used them, in the beginning. Okay. I learned what I was doing wrong at that time. But a lot of what unfortunately happened was it was a lot. I came in as digital was starting to get underway, and I was the naive young guy who said, "Oh, Napster's not really illegal, LimeWire's not really illegal, and so I learned quickly, that was not the thing to do." But some of the things that I still struggle with, they're the biggest 2 issues that I ran into. It seems like one is Garth Brooks, "It's Your Song" studio version. Garth Brooks is a country artist, MJ. Yep. So, but anybody who's a wedding DJ is familiar with that issue. We don't want the live one. We don't want the crowd in the background. And this song, as far as I know, does not exist outside of radio. I mean, that's the only place where I've ever heard that the studio version has been on a disc that was promoted to radio stations.
Still to this day?
I believe so.
Still, as far as I know, yeah. So
what's the name of it? See, well, I'll do it live while we're doing this.
What was that?
What's the name of it again?
It's Your Song.
It's Your Song.
Yeah, you'll find a live version. You just won't find a.
I bet you I can find the other one.
All right, so you keep looking. So that was one of the things that I always struggled with, was trying to find that song. I worked for a radio station. I got around it. I said, okay, I bought the regular one. That's the live one. So I have the studio one. Okay. The other ones that I feel that we run into sometimes is you have Canadian artists. Michael Bublé comes to mind. He had an album that was released in Canada, not available in the U.S. Probably could import it, type of thing, but when you're trying to find a digital copy, it's on iTunes Canada, but when you log in via US, it won't let you get it.
Interesting.
Since we brought up Michael Bublé, I just want to say something. Did you see his reaction to Psy's new song, the Gangnam Style guy? He said, if this is what the future of music is, I don't want to live anymore.
Glad that wasn't dramatic.
Yeah.
Check that out, Dan. Is that what you're looking for? I put it in the chat, Dan.
I see. Okay.
Watch it be if it is.
Oh, it probably is.
Yeah, we're talking. You all can't find it. 15 seconds. It's out there. This is what.
Let me phrase that. Legally find it.
Yeah.
Well, if they legally don't sell it, then legally owning it is anything. So if you can't buy it, make it.
Is this like a negative?
I mean, it exists. I mean, it was recorded and given to radio, but it's not legal for purchase of the studio version.
Nah, it's there.
It exists. Yeah, you really think about it.
This is what digging is right now. When I want something, I dig this way. Somebody out there. I went from Google to DJ Chat to Dropbox. Three hits.
Mm-hmm.
3 links and got it.
Again, not saying it doesn't exist.
Boom!
Saying it's not available for legal purchase.
Exactly. So we like to be legal in our music purchases. That's what mobile DJs do.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
It was nice knowing you, MJ.
Yeah, exactly.
I will not visit you in jail. I will not.
I have to worry about me because I did not download it. I just sent you the link. I don't own it, and I don't plan on owning it.
Yeah, it's a country song. What are you thinking?
I should have known better.
Yeah, he wouldn't ban that.
I actually have a redrum of Fast Cars by
Tracy Chapman.
No, that's good though. The country group, Fast Cars and something or other. Someone in the chat board, country group, Fast Cars and something.
They're delayed. They're not going to type that fast.
Yeah, it takes about 20, 30 seconds.
Fast Cars and Freedom?
Yes.
Rascal?
Yeah. Rascal Flatts. I have a redrum of that I am willing to play out in public.
Willing to play. That's
and yet you wanted to come up to PA one time. You wanted to come up to PA. You wanted to come up to Williamsport and hang out and play for a wedding. You would be sick by about the 10th song.
Shania, yeah. Shania. Yeah.
Oh, Shania. I never in my life have I ever played a Shania song, and I would rather hear the sound of my own bones breaking before I have to play a song of hers.
Gosh, I'm glad you're not overly dramatic. That's just so nice.
You should see me when I am overly dramatic. Dang. I yell at people. Chilson in the chat seen me get dramatic with some dude because I wouldn't play he wanted one of those really like non-main cuts off an urban artist, and I'm like, I have this one here and this one here that's a hit. Those suck, and you suck. You suck. That's why you suck. And he starts walking away doing this. And I'm like, what are you freaking John Cena? I'm screaming at him like, get the heck out of here.
I think Buttery said he might have found it on iTunes.
Oh, legal. There you go.
I wonder if
not it. You'll find it's your song when you listen. It'll be the live version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the I'm not sending you the link. I'm sending you the text. Wait, is that playing? Crap, it's playing in mine. I hope you can't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Uh-oh. You just downloaded it.
No, I didn't download it. I pressed play on the feed.
We streamed it.
What are those people banging on the door behind you?
No, you go. You go. You know he's not here. You go. Come back 1 hour. Oh,
Is that the CBS chopper in the sky behind?
you go now. He not here. He come back in 1 hour. I am so gonna get thrashed by like everybody.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. You've like multiple different
You're an
ethnic
equal
groups.
opportunity offender. So
That's
it's
true.
okay.
You're really getting around tonight. So
That's right. If I don't separate the Skittles, I'm not going to separate people when I make jokes.
exactly, and Juan is probably still hurting a little bit deep down inside from earlier. Sorry, Juan.
When I thought he was Irish.
Yeah, he's the only Irish Mexican I know. I mean, he's got that.
That's a special mix there.
That is a special mix. He's a special man.
He is. We need to get him on where he like doesn't have to like be a dad all the time. Like give him a break. Have somebody watch his kids where he can like just really let loose on our show.
He was when you guys did the live, or at least he was in the background for a few of those.
Yeah. That was a situation, and there were no children around.
Scott out there said, "How many groups can you offend tonight?" Okay, so
We're gonna number them.
I got the rednecks. Who else did I just get? I got the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Did I insult women yet?
I think
No, not yet.
Not yet. No.
Okay, I'm going to skip insulting women and just insult Shaney, who's one of our guests on Monday nights. Very happy that you're busy and can't join us. It's so awesome not to have you here.
She's out on the West Coast. She's working diligently.
Yeah. Who else can I insult tonight? Give me a minute. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
People who own dolls. Go.
People who own dolls.
No, I think that was a cut in a different direction.
You're fine if you don't play with them.
Okay. Last one, guys, and then we're going to
There's
wrap
another
it up.
joke in there we're not going to go for. Sorry.
Last question, and then we'll wrap it up. A 90s rap song. If somebody says, "Hey, play a 90s rap song," give me a couple options. Something that pops into your head would be something you would spin.
If it's ridiculous.
Give me audience. Give me audience here because
I'm going to go through the audiences. So go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, MJ, go ahead. You go through the audiences.
If it's absolutely stupid and crazy, Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. If it's an underground thing, you have to drop. I don't want to say underground. If it's serious, you have to drop Tupac. If it is main top 40, you're going to have to drop. Heck, you can get away with anything by Will Smith if it's main top 40. If it's what other genres? Rock, Beastie Boys. If you want to say rock, Beastie Boys, and you can put Kid Rock. Was he in the 90s or 2000s?
2000s.
Both.
Okay.
A little bit in the 90s, but more in the 2000s, I think, when he got into.
Yeah, and I think who else can we do for that? Did somebody say Marky Mark? Actually, I love getting this argument. Marky Mark was not a rap artist. I mean, he was not a hip-hop artist. He was a rapper who did house music the same as Heavy D. Heavy D and Marky Mark were house artists. Go back and listen to their songs. They even said that they were both house artists that rapped over house beats because all their songs were over 120 beats per minute, and that makes it in the house range.
I did not know that.
2 Live Crew, very good. I see OPP on there. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
You got to go House of Pain, Jump Around. Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, technically is in the 90s.
Yep.
For the release there.
Skilo. Yeah, I'm talking to chat. Sorry.
Skilo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I have a redrum of Wish I Was a Little Bit Taller that I still play.
Itty Kamazi, Here Comes the Hot Stepper.
I have a house version of that I play.
I cannot believe we just left out any Biggie. Like, Mo Money, Mo.
Yeah, see, that was my thing. That when I hit the serious, I couldn't decide Biggie or Tupac, so I went with the Tupac.
But see, I see Mo Money, Mo Problems. I see, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I can picture BPM, and I can't picture the name of the song.
We left out Diddy too, greatest rapper of all time. Him and Mace.
Yeah, I'm going to leave both of those out.
I'm an equal opportunity leaver outer when it comes to those two.
Yeah, so I mean, I would definitely go with those. Usually I have a set that if I get into a wedding, and especially current, 90s has become what 80s was even just 2 years ago in the wedding room. And so when I get into a set, I'll start it off with Jump Around, I'll hit a Montel Jordan, I'll hit and now granted I realize not everything in my set is 90s, but it's all appealing to that right age range for the bride. I mean, I'll do a Backstreet Boys, everybody. Will Smith, I'll throw in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just a set where I'm just bouncing around basically from about 98 to 106, 107 BPM. And that's actually thanks to MJ. I started quick mixing with that. And we'll probably throw in 10 songs in 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes, just really keeping that energy going and just slamming and just having fun with it. And yeah.
Somebody said LL was late 80s. LL was 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010. He's had a hit on everything. Missy Elliott, yes, there's a good one. But we went back to, you were just saying, and I was going to say those songs. I have a mini mashup that I play all the time that starts out with "This Is How We Do It," goes into going to House of Pain. No, I'm sorry. It goes, "This Is How We Do It," Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, Jump, House of Pain, and then Let Me Clear My Throat.
Oh, yeah.
Pop all those together.
Mm-hmm. So now, you guys, I've never played the Fresh Prince theme song.
It's a sing along. It's bars sing along.
I suppose. So, the sing along aspect of it. I guess I can see that now.
But there's been some nice redrums with it too as well. I mean, you get the sing along aspect of it, so it's a good starter. It's a good middle of the set type of thing as well. Definitely one of those where you want to kind of recatch them, especially if you're coming out of something that fits, but maybe a little more on the obscure side. Throw that in, play it. It's short. It's extremely short.
There's a long version of it.
Well, there is. Yeah. I mean, there is long versions out there, and there's also the technical album cut, which is different than the TV version.
Yep.
But the TV version is really what everybody is more familiar with. You get 1.5 to 2 minutes. There are some with intros, outros if you need the help with it. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun to throw in.
Yeah, that's what I have a redrum of that with Fat Man Scoop along with it. Fat Man Scoop. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a story all about. Sorry.
Yeah, we get a lot of great music that people are popping up there.
Somebody up there said we forgot about Dre.
Yeah.
DeBrat. Was Ja Rule night? No, he's early 2000s.
I think
he was 2000s. Yeah. Definitely more in 2000. I don't know if he had anything back before that.
Welcome everybody to the Wild.
Salt and Pepper. Okay. Although it's Peppa.
Yeah, it's hard to say if. Hard to say if Mr.
Is in 90s.
I still drop What a Man, and What a Man was 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah. Push It was 80s.
Dun, 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 dun.
So as we're going through and talking about a lot of these songs, one of the songs that
Scott stuff, yes. Go ahead. Anyway, sorry, Juan.
Yeah, I'm the DJ Scott. The song from Young MC,
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. That recently, in the last probably 2 years, I've had more requests for that song. Has that been used in a movie or something?
I don't know.
I don't watch movies as much unless they're kids, unfortunately. So I'm out on that one.
Yeah, as am I. Unless it's animated. I just find if anybody in the chat has any idea on that, but for some reason, "Bust a Move" has been requested. So I've actually gotten to the point now at weddings when I will go and I will take a like a part of the song and take a verse and a chorus of it and play and get in and get out of it. But it's just the weirdest thing. I've actually had it showing up on request lists for this summer. I think three or four of the weddings had that. So.
I know when Missy Elliott performed at the Super Bowl that we had this. We just got hammered by people. Play Missy, play Missy, play Missy. So I was like, that was instantly had to bring that back.
I like her new song, but that's another side story. But
I haven't even downloaded it yet. I'm so lazy.
Yeah, because there's way too much work to go.
I don't want to have to do that. Because last week I ended up getting that Iverson song, and I'm sitting there ready to click the button to purchase it, and I'm going, I don't want to give him my money. I really do not want to give him my money.
I'm just going to ignore this.
That's when I couldn't find a clean redrum too. It's ticked me off. So if anybody has a clean redrum to the Iverson song, send me the link. legal or non-legal, I don't care. If it's legal, great, that's perfect. But if that's all I can get, then I'll
come on, can't you send him the legal link?
I wonder, with all the work you do, how hard is it to take the little word right about there and flip it?
I do that on some that I can't find. I absolutely have to have. I honestly do that a lot. But with all the stuff I have going on now with the Disc Jockey News stuff, to sit and work through a song, pull it up on Ableton, which I want to thank Ableton. They gave me a nice copy, a legal copy. So finally, after years, 100% of the stuff I use now, from the DJ stuff to the audio to the video, I'm all 100% legal. And if you guys don't, it's something that the club guys do a lot, is editing their own songs and stuff. And I would advise wedding guys, get into it. It's not that hard, and it can really help you out to where you'd be able to shorten a few songs that you play a lot, that you can be easier and focus on just throwing the songs in there while you're reacting with the crowd. It gives you a little extra tool. So,
sure.
But yeah, there are times when I absolutely do that it was, I'm like, I need this and I want it now. So I have to do that. I prefer not to, but if I have to, I will do it.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, we need to wrap it up here. We are almost at, we almost pushed an hour here tonight.
Yeah, and I have to go hit a club here.
You've got to go clubbing. Dan's got to go and get to bed because he's got to go, and I got to go tuck my kids in here in a couple of minutes. So, gentlemen, I thank you for tonight. Thank you for being on. And Dan, Monday night, you'll be back with us.
Actually, I'm with you on Sunday too.
Oh, geez, Sunday too. That's right. That's right. And Sunday we're giving away.
What do we have here?
So it must be Chauvet on Sunday. Yeah, Chauvet on Sunday.
Yep.
Nice. Well, good. We'll come up with I think this music idea. You blame John for your music, illegal music library. Thank you. It's not my fault. These people are just stealing music. But yeah, well, I think this music will probably continue and talk more about the music aspect of it, because I think there's a lot of the things that we've picked up and learned and seen over the years that's just kind of cool and neat to share. So good stuff, guys. Any final words, gentlemen?
Have a good Thursday night.
Well, that was
is that your final word?
That was kind of really lame.
Really?
It's kind of Opie Taylor of you.
Ooh.
Good night, John Boy.
Since I did The Simpsons all night, I have to do a poo. Thank you. Come again.
Thank you guys for watching. We will be back again tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time, with tomorrow night's drawing. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. MJ and Dan, we'll see you again tomorrow night.
The Disc Jockey News 12 Days of Christmas are sponsored by Projectogram, Top Hitch USA, Eternal Lighting, Omni Systems, Chauvet DJ, ADJ, Prime Cuts, DJ Event Planner, Denon DJ, Promo Only, Blizzard Lighting, and Electro Voice.